Okay. So, all of you through past actions and deeds and the likes have all somehow made your way to the small shanty town of Belladonna. It's a very new installation in the in the world, but it's picking up traction as there is now in fact a market district, and it is under the watchful gaze of a very powerful lord who has had some rumors thrown about in the past. Some people say he is a monster. Some people say he is just misunderstood. No. He is not related to you, Ice. No.
All we know is he's called the Stig.
God fucking damn it. You know what? That's fucking canon. That's fucking canon. He is now the Stig. He's come to be known as the Stig for his lightning wit and his cool demeanor.
Lord Stig.
He is the Lord of Stig. His manor is named Stig Manor. And he is very fast.
Oh my god, we're gonna be killing the Stig.
Okay. If that's your first line of action, that's kind of worrying. In all honesty, all present party members considered, I'm not surprised that that's the first thing out of your mouth, but Jesus Christ! I was hoping it'd be like the second game.
Hold on, I think we should talk to him first.
Hey, look, we have someone with sensibility, even though he wants to kill everything in the end.
And who knows, we might actually be working for him.
I think we should talk to him first.
And then once we're done working with him, we can kill him.
Then we can eat him.
God fucking damn it. You know what? I retract my statement about the sensible one in the party.
I don't know what you expected.
Nothing less, honestly. Nothing less.
There's just one more thing that I have to ask about the situation.
Yes.
Is he going to have numerous cousins spread around the world?
You know what, sure, why the fuck not? Welcome to the map. Or welcome to the Market City. It's the more well-established area of Belladonna. And yes, judging by the looks, we can tell you're all gonna fit right in.
No,
you can't see anything. Well, that's a bit worrying.
Have you tried opening your eyes?
That generally helps.
Wait, is Ice joining us? He's not in Discord, is
okay, he is. He's here. He just can't physically talk because he's at family gathering.
Oh, I see.
Eska RedRiver is nice.
Okay, I just need to make sure. Could I have a quick roll call on who's here? Krieger, Shatterblade, RedRiver, and Vryroth.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And those are our 4 players of the day. So through some various deeds or otherwise, you've all come to Belladonna of your own, or for your own gains and whatnot, whatever they be that being exiled from your family or just not fitting in anywhere else. You've all somehow come to the city in hopes of, I guess, in fact, creating a new life for yourselves, doing things that you enjoy rather than things that those people that you're around set out for you to do. Especially when it comes to the terms of those created by magical means. I'm looking at you, Mossy Cobble.
Yeah, I get it.
So what are all of your characters doing in the market?
I'm not even sure if I'm in the
Val,
market.
I'm going to get to that.
Alright.
I knew you were going to say.
Well, considering Isaacs is going by text, I think he should go first.
But anyway, so you're examining some chains. What are we talking here? BDSM chains or Dungeon Master chains or what? Remember, you're in a very questionable area. So I'm going to assume that you just want to ask this merchant or this metalwork merchant for like a foot of chain. Although I do need to ask, how many of you did roll for gold?
I did.
I did. Don't know why I did, actually.
I did, but then I forgot to note it down. Thankfully, I do remember what I got.
Just roll again.
No, I remember.
No, I'm pretty sure we got you got 80, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where's?
All right, good.
Oh wait, apparently you put it down there for me. Thank you.
Oh yes, that's right, I did.
How does this antisocial gargoyle have more money than you? Doesn't he have a job?
Because obviously you had like people paying tribute wherever the fuck you were.
I don't know. Maybe it's because
Like, I don't know, maybe you've been in an eternal slumber for about 180 years, and like people have been leaving tribute.
I guess I eventually
for good
scrounged up 90 gold pieces. I could have inherited a great wealth, but I ate most of it.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right. Your gargoyle parents were just like, don't eat it all at once, sonny. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Well, whoops. I could be a really big asshole and say you've got 3 gold now, but let me look at the Inquisitor.
Well, whilst Ice tries to find this gold, should I go ahead with the introduction of my character?
Yep, that works.
Okay. Well, I'd say Auriella has come here mainly just to try and satiate her own sense of curiosity. She's currently just wandering down the main street of the marketplace, the one currently in picture, and she's just looking for a nice weapon shop. She's looking for a stabby implement, preferably one with a serrated edge.
So you wish to find some form of weapons merchant?
Yes.
You do, in fact, find I don't know, I would say a mildly reputable-looking joint, but the guy behind the counter looks somewhat shifty, almost scared.
Well, seeing that he looks shifty and scared, I take a quick look around and see if I'm able to spot whatever he may be scared of.
Roll perception. You just notice a massive fuck-off spider in the corner. It almost looks Australian.
Now that I realise what he's scared of, I walk up to him, looking very confident, and I just say to him, "Hey, are you having some bug problems?"
He just nods silently, just staring at the spider.
Right.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Well, I give him a little smirk and I say,
I'm looking for a sword. Nothing too big, nothing too small, just the right size for me. Maybe we can help each other out.
"Okay."
Oh, through a stuttery voice, this gruff man squeaks out, "Just get it away from me!"
Right. In that case, I cast Mage Hand and pick up the spider.
Oh no. What do you plan to do?
Once the spider is firmly in the grasp of the Mage Hand, I levitate it over to me. Bear in mind, I'm just standing on the opposite side of the counter from him. And I just have it held in place, squirming, obviously. And
Natural.
I simply say to him,
Well, I can get rid of this spider. Or I could just drop it here. So, about the swords. What have you got?
Roll intimidate. This
Guy's
is
about
gonna
to
be
get
great.
spooked by a girl.
By a 15-year-old dwelf.
10.
You know what? Considering you're at an advantage of you've got a fucking spider with you,
Should I
you're
click it again?
fucking past. He
Oh,
just
okay.
breaks down. The man, this burly blacksmith with a massive beard, just breaks the fuck down.
Oh, no. Quickly, give me that sword over there, and I'll just stab it now for you.
All right, he scrambles over to the display and gets the dagger for you. He places the dagger on the counter and backs away from the spider, still kind of shaken.
I'm sure you don't want spider blood all over your shop. So, I'm just gonna deal with this outside, okay?
He's just the quivering wreck. He's like fetal position in the corner on the ground.
Well, I walk out to the front of the shop, and I have the Mage Hand hovering in front of me with the spider, and in full view, making sure that he sees me do this, I stab the spider through, completely killing it, and then I just simply shout back to him, "Thank you," and then just simply walk away.
He's just still too shaken to care. He just can't. So you go on your merry way with your new, rather almost short sword looking dagger. Almost. It is still a dagger though.
It's a big dagger.
You got it for free
It's
at
a
least.
very big dagger. See, that's the kind of creativity I applaud people. All right, so what is everyone else doing? Namely, assassin.
Well, Akvir is just wandering around the market, checking out to see if there are any buildings or stands that could possibly... Actually, no, it'd be a building. Any buildings that might be available for sale.
For sale.
Yes.
There do seem to be a few empty storefronts in the market, but other than that, none of them look like the biggest store.
Okay.
But yes, there are definitely some storefronts there for sale.
Alright. Just scouting out for now.
Okay, so Ice, what is your character doing? So like, other than shopping for chains, find a heretic, have some fun, kill the heretic, repeat.
I have a feeling repeat is optional.
I have a feeling it's not. Oh dear God. I don't want to know what kind of disease-riddled fun that you want to have with heretics. You're really not helping dig yourself out of this hole, my friend. Just don't catch chlamydia from your bite victims. That kind of sounds like an understatement.
Nice. Take a look and pick some bits. Are you looking for something like this?
Oh my fucking God. You just had to pull Castlevania out of the mix, didn't you?
I just have the feeling that a half vampiric Inquisitor would appreciate something like that.
Hell, I appreciate something like that. Right then. While this is going on, I want all of you to roll perception. Okay then.
That's better.
All of you seem to notice a commotion coming from the center of the market. There seems to be a couple of wizards levitating a massive structure that none of you can quite make out.
Can I make a check to see if I can figure out what it is?
Roll perception then. It just looks like a massive green mass.
Akvir is going to try to find... He is going to stay at the back of the crowd, but is going to try and find something to either stand on top of or climb onto to get a better view above the masses.
You notice that there are some boxes off to the side of the area that you could use to get a better vantage point from.
Alright. Climb on top of them, try to see what's going on.
I think Auriella would just try to barge past whoever's in her way to get to the front of the crowd. Taking advantage of the fact that she's small and therefore people wouldn't really care.
Auriella, roll strength.
Oh yeah.
After some forcing, you do manage to push past, and you notice that there is a strange-looking mass of vines and moss being held by some quite powerful wizards. Yeah, Ice, you're going to want to roll the same. You just get thrown back.
Would I need to do anything since I'm standing on some boxes?
You can see over the crowd and ice. No going on a fucking. No going exterminatus on Belladonna.
Not yet, at least.
No. You know what? Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll let you kill the town. Good luck contending with the fucking vampire count. You know, the level 40 vampire count you might be working for.
Well.
Yes, Count Stig. But you notice that something seems off about this mass of stony green moss.
Specifically not caring about whether or not they're trying to maintain concentration on anything. Auriella just walks up to one of the wizards and says,
Well, what's happening here?
The wizard grunts, and in this really gruff accent, he starts talking. We found this out in the forest, surrounded by corpses.
A rock? A mossy rock? I think you're losing it.
I would think so too. I'm just tired to haul it.
Who's paying you?
It's the Count. He wants to make sure his assets are kept safe.
Oh, interesting. I think I might have to go speak to him. I'm looking for work. Thank you.
Auriella then walks off into the crowd. And
Before you do that,
let me finish.
before you do that, Val,
I
you
noticed
have
there's
information.
I noticed there is a weakness in the mind. Since you went up and spoke with the wizard, he wasn't paying attention.
God damn it, I really wanted to do something cool.
And I'm just saying, 15-year-old half elf, half dwarf looks mighty appetizing right now.
Oh my fucking god. Is the first death of this game going to be between a player and a player? This is worse than my other game.
So, whilst Val was thinking, that thing looks awfully tasty.
You can't tell what he's thinking, mind you.
Yes, this is obviously Auriella can't, but whilst he is thinking this, Auriella slips back into the crowd and uses one of the spells that I prepared earlier. The spell Blend, which allows me to have increased proficiency in sneakiness. I then, once using that ability, I presume I'm going to have to roll a stealth check.
Yes.
Right. Well, let me just link Blend to you so that you can...
I understand it grants you a +4, does it not?
Yes, it does.
Go ahead.
So, I roll a stealth check to see if the wizard that I spoke to earlier notices me come up behind him and stab him in the back of the spine.
He
I think he
notices.
notices. 6.
Good job, that's a +4 from the
Alright,
Blend.
so 10. Never mind.
Yeah, the check would have at least been a 20. You rolled a grand total of 2, my friend. Had you rolled 1 less, you would have fucked the hell up.
I think he notices me.
Yeah, I think he
I
does.
think so too. He just spins around, yelling, "What the hell are you doing, lass?" Val, what do you choose to do? The concentration is broken, and there is a crack in the binding.
I guess I'm breaking out first and foremost.
Roll will. Well, congratulations, you just barely passed. You have now broken the magical bindings that were keeping you there by the wizards.
Wizards?
Yes.
Two of them.
Honestly, I don't even know what my character would do at this point because he just saw this person try to stab this wizard, and now he doesn't know who he wants to attack. I'm just gonna stay put for now.
Well, using the obvious chaos that will have come about from Val's character from basically breaking free, I'm going to attempt to make a break for it back into the crowd.
You know what? I think everyone's just too fucking worried to care.
Actually, you know what? No, I take that back. I know exactly what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna break out, and there's only one way to break out, and that is enlarge person
Oh shit.
and become. We agreed that I'm a huge creature, right?
We agreed that you would be. Wait, really?
Yeah, I asked you, would I be a large creature? You said, no, fuck it. You're gonna be straight to huge. Because I weigh 16,000 pounds. And I'm 16 feet tall, which definitely qualifies.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. You've become huge.
I am now 15. I now have a reach of 15 feet. Alright. I'm just gonna, like, barrel out. Because I can still move at 20 feet per turn.
So you're gonna slowly trudge out of the city?
No, it's not slow, because it very clearly says it does not change my target speed.
Yeah, but 20 feet.
Yeah,
As
I guess so. But
as
it's
a
pretty
15,
fast for
like-
somebody that's 16 feet tall.
Yeah.
That's true. He's essentially a small bus right now.
No, I'm essentially a building. I'm essentially a house.
Oh yeah,
Story house.
yeah, that's true.
So you just have a one-story house barreling down the street
I'm just gonna follow him.
through the crowd. I don't know if anyone gets stepped on. It's not my problem.
People are kind of trying to get out the way. You step on one or two people.
Whoops. I think they're dead now because that's 16,000 pounds.
That's a lot of stone. You dense motherfucker.
Krieger is going to try to follow the action, but still stay towards the outskirts of the crowd.
Fair.
You know, I'm actually gonna barrel towards the vampire.
Which vampire?
The one who's apparently about to hire me for work.
Oh, so you trudge towards the manor.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh my god.
Ice is trying to restrain Val.
Oh my god. Let me guess. Inquisitor Shane.
As Val is going in whichever direction he decides to go, Auriella is just gonna run up, like, kind of beside, kind of behind him, and just say,
Hey Pebble, you look interesting. I'm coming with you now.
How
Val.
tall is your character?
I think my character's about 4 feet.
Yeah, I don't even think I can hear you at this point. That's how below me you are.
Do you want to make a perception check, Val?
I don't even.
That is,
you know what?
that is how below me you are.
That is how below me you are right now, right? You are 8 feet below. No, wait, no. You are 12 feet below me. Keep that in mind.
You just trudge along, having not heard anything.
I'm just gonna keep on keeping it right on his tail.
All right, then I want you to roll a D20 ice.
Doesn't
This
work.
is gonna be great. In your attempt to grab a chain, oh, you should be scared, Ice. This is the first critical fail of the game. This is gonna be great. In your attempt to grab a chain, you trip on an uneven rock, falling face first into the storefront. You are now bound between chains and stuck there.
I was really hoping
In the
that you would-
commotion, you also hit your head, so you are dazed.
I have a request.
What?
Can we retcon that he tripped on the dead spider?
You mean, can we canonize?
Yeah. He's now on the dead spider too.
Canon. It's canon.
I must have been a big spider then,
tripped
which
on the
then
dead
I could
spider.
understand why.
It's now canon. He tripped on the spider.
Nice.
Would my
He
character have
slipped,
known?
he slipped on spider blood.
Would my character have known that he just tried to bind me, even though it was
No.
a complete disaster?
He,
No.
he didn't even like. He didn't even get the chance to cast a spell.
All right, whatever. I'm just.
Confused and bound in chains.
All right, straight to the manor we go. In however slow my
You also have a
Godzilla
small
of a
cut on your
character is
hand.
going.
Akvir, through all the commotion, he can spot the Inquisitor trying to rush over to his stall, then sees it fall over. Akvir then walks over to it saying, "Had a bit of bad luck there, didn't you?"
You know what? I want you to roll bluff. I'm waiting for a great one. He's trying to play it off. Roll a bluff.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you meant I thought you meant.
No, I don't mean
Assassin's
I'm
character.
assassin.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Roll bluff, dude.
You're dazed, confused. You can't play it off. Simply the force of the fall, just like you can barely comprehend what the fuck is going on.
Seems like you might need a doctor for those injuries.
Jesus Christ already! Assassin, I take it as you want to take care of this idiot who's just tripped.
Yeah. I'm assuming I'd have a few, maybe a healing potion or two, just on standby.
Well, I mean, even then, you've got like some raw materials that can like
Yeah.
bind his hand a bit, and
What I'll do is I'll drag his body away from the crowd, since assuming that there's still a bunch of commotion going on. So I'll try to drag him away to the side, try and treat him.
that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it.
So, my understanding of Akvir is that he's essentially the medic from Team Fortress 2. Is that correct?
For now, I'm going to say that.
Actually, hold on. I just realized something. Even if he tried to use the chain thing, I actually have an innate 6 spell resistance.
Well, even then, I would have had you roll opposing strength to see
Oh
if you were
boy,
bound.
strength? He okay. Because all right, never mind. He wouldn't have stood a chance.
And the thing
Exactly.
as well, most binding spells have disadvantage against foes of larger sizes.
You're doomed
There's
from
a
the
lot of
start,
negatives
Ice.
going against you.
He pretty much
Yeah, that too. So, in other words, he just fucking used his spell for no reason. Well, actually, no, you didn't use your spell. You didn't even get the chance to cast it. You're welcome, Iceman.
All right. Am I getting closer to the manor now?
You are approaching the manor. How long did it say that enlarged person last?
A minute.
Yeah, by now you've shrunken back to your full size.
All right.
But yeah, you You approach the manor and the door seems to be open. It is wide enough for your stature.
Alright, I'm going in.
The manor that you enter seems very, in a way, simply lavished. It's what you would expect from a very conceited, or not conceited, a very simple nobleman. Do either of you have knowledge, nobility, or local?
Nope.
Probably not.
No. Oh,
You're a wizard, are you
I think-
not?
I think I have.
If you're a wizard, you've got them all.
Well, I do then. Yes. Okay.
You have heard of this Count Stig before, and you know the area that he inhabits. You don't know much of it, but you do know that it used to be a very sparse little hamlet area with very little redeeming features about it. Roll nobility.
You just saying Hamlet now reminds me that things that were at the one in Darkest Dungeon.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You have in fact heard of this Count Stig. A long time ago, you remember reading about it in some of the history books of the Dwarven Kingdoms. He was a very wealthy man who thought that he had it all, but had nothing. He then eventually turned to other indulgences. He eventually came to find vampirism, with which he delighted in. He then became immortal and has proceeded to use his long life in some form to further his own goals. Ice, no. You've already fucked up once. You don't want to do it again, especially with this guy.
So this is a guy who was just an ordinary nobleman, and then he found vampirism, decided to just take full advantage of it, and use the power that he gained from being a vampire to expand the power of the territory that he already owned.
In a sense, yes, but he also, there are also, conflicting reports that he also has certain ulterior motives to what he does. No one has been able to decipher these motives, but they don't sound like, whenever you hear of them, they don't sound like things that he would do. Like, when you think of big, powerful, selfish vampire count, the theories that people have crafted in the annals of history almost don't match up.
I'm getting very Count of Skingrad feels from this. If you know what I'm talking about. You ever play Oblivion?
No, actually, not very much.
In that case, you won't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Essentially, a vampire who runs a town, and the people who know that he's a vampire don't like the fact that he runs a town. The people who don't know that he's a vampire don't mind that he runs the town because he runs the town quite nice. Or effectively would be a better way of saying it.
That is a way to say it, but he also, although I wouldn't say people don't mind him, I would say that people, in fact, love him. They love the way, or they love his, like, they love the care. Like, all accounts have said that, or all of these rumors have been about how he has, in theory, God damn it. All these accounts have stated that he has taken in and cared for multiple or refugees and the disheveled from wars for centuries now.
Alright, well, I guess we're both inside now, right? I don't even think I
Yes.
noticed Ginger because, you know, he hasn't said much, and quite frankly, I couldn't hear anything while stomping through. I'm gonna
She's
go
been dealing
towards
to
the-
herself the whole time.
go towards where the vampire count is.
Hold on a second. You said you were talking to yourself the whole time?
Giggling to myself.
Then, yeah, by the time you shrunk, you noticed.
Alright, then by now I know. Which you actually shouldn't have said that because I might use that, but okay. I'm still going to just go towards the vampire count.
Upon entering the, Dr. Man, follow that rock.
Okay, so how about this for now? I take care of the wounds for Eska.
Yes.
I'll follow the trail of destruction that Val has left and stand at the entrance of... What I'm assuming when Val entered the manor, he just like kind of barged through the door.
The doors were already opened,
Oh, well then never
wide
mind.
enough for his form to fit through. By the time he entered the manor, he was already his regular height again.
Okay. Well,
Also,
if the door's already open.
Is Val just standing there in the lobby waiting for something to happen at this point?
I'm going towards him.
I wanted to wait to know what happened to Eska and Ginger before, or not Ginger, Eska and Assassin before, continuing onwards. So I'm going to assume you've tried to keep pace with Val and Ginger.
Yes, I'll have Eska be helping Eska walk, and we'll just be right at the doors of the manor.
Yeah, you arrive at the manor. So basically, you arrive at the manor not long after Val and Ginger.
Yeah, we'll be standing there at the doors watching what this gargoyle is doing.
Inside the manor, Ginger and I keep forgetting your character. Vryroth.
Just call him the gargoyle.
Cobblestone. You're now
Yeah, that's
Mossy
fine.
Cobble. Auriella and Mossy Cobble notice that there is a man in a regal grey and crimson red suit. He has silver embossing along the length of the coat, and his stance seems that of nobility.
I mean, everyone knows this guy is a vampire, right? Like, it's not a secret.
I mean, he does not choose to keep it a secret,
Alright.
but he
I know
does
it's
not go
that,
around waving it.
you know. Puny wizard
Like-
told me tasty nobleman in manner. Didn't tell me meat was already rotten.
You just see a sly smirk cross this man's face. And then,
Auriella just giggles and says,
Oh, isn't he great?
referring to he as,
he being Val.
yeah, this vampire is just...
I'm totally turning around at her and just like screeching like an autistic eagle.
I would say roll intimidate, but not even I can take that serious.
Auriella just screams back, excitedly.
Oh, this vampire is just laughing at the top of the stairs, in the entranceway of the of his manor, and he slowly begins to walk down it, beckoning the two people at the door inside the house. Eska and Akvir, you feel compelled to enter. As Eska finally enters, the doors just slowly close behind her, and a bunch of candles light up around the room so that there is light. As you probably would have noticed, all the curtains in the windows seem to be closed.
Okay. Auriella is way too excited right now, and just as Stig looks like he's about to try and say something, she cuts him off by saying,
Is it true that vampires hate garlic?
God fucking damn it, Ginger. I'm fucking crying now. He is not wearing a helmet. He is wearing a very classy
Glasses.
looking hat.
Okay.
You know that is just an urban legend.
How does Count Stig react when Auriella says this?
He just seemed composed and happy.
Just like a little chuckle.
Chuckle, yes. A hearty chuckle. Shut up, Ted.
How rude.
Oh, come now. Be nice to each other. You're going to be working together after all.
Work with food?
Oh, come now, Gargoyle. You expect to eat someone who is barely a toothpick to you? A half-demon hybrid and another vampire now, do you?
I just kind of look at like, wait, who saw the vampire here? Wait, who's the
Eska.
vampire?
Eska is the
Oh.
vampire.
Yeah, I just sort of look at this weird ass A-team we've assembled, and I especially look at Eska like, oh god, that's actually really gross. And it's like, it's very clear that there is disgust on this stone face.
Besides, wouldn't it be better to get paid so you can buy better food, my friend?
Food is not bought, food is hunted!
The Count just smiles and gives an understanding nod towards you. So it is. But wouldn't it be better to have the money that you won't need to worry about which food you hunt?
I'm just like really confused at this point. I don't understand economy.
The Count then just looks to Auriella with an understanding smile. And
Aurella's-
you, young one, you just want to make things explode.
Oh, how could you tell?
He just taps his nose and nods towards her. We all know things. We can all find things. He then turns to... Akvir.
Hello.
Now you
Yes.
are interesting one.
How so?
I have not seen someone with your kind of zeal before.
I'm new to being a doctor, so I'm just excited to bring my talents to the world and I just want to
Explore what the world has to offer for you.
explore what the world has to offer and what I can bring to the world as a doctor.
He nods in understanding, trailing off into thought. A fine goal that one is, my friend. After a moment, he just looks towards Eska with a bit of a frown. And you, half-breed. You just want to kill. You just want people to suffer.
When he says half-breed, I also just sort of like screech at him too, because I definitely do not approve of meat being rotten like that.
Oh, and what makes them deserve it? Circumstances? Oh, please do enlighten me. Yeah, pretty much, Val. And what makes someone a heretic, boy? Child? Yeah, I just realized I fucked up there. I'm like, oh shit.
Nah, that was a low-key burn. That's how unfeminine she is. Flat
You
like a
know what?
board.
Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? He seems to have no respect for you, Eska. Yet. Conflicting views is what makes someone a heretic?
Auriella just
Back in
smirks
work.
when he says boy. So, Auriella just says,
So, before this religious nutjob here starts going off on what makes a good person good, you sound like you want us to do something.
He turns back to Auriella with a smile. Naturally, young one. It seems that you lot are afforded a certain flexibility in how you work.
Go on.
Well, it's not like I can employ explosions. I cannot bend the will of others to me. Well, no. I can bend the will of others to me, but I prefer not to.
I understand. Noble people need to keep up a reputation. That's why I got away from all that.
Precisely. But still, the lot of you are afforded a flexibility in how you work, and I have very large coffers for people of flexibility.
So, what you're saying is that if we become your hired hands, you'll
Oh,
not only pay
please,
us,
hired hand sounds so brutish. I would prefer vassals of my will.
I think I like that.
You will be
I mean-
awarded the diplomatic immunity befitting someone of your stature.
So not
You'd
only
be able
will
to-
we be getting paid, but we'll be able to blow things up and not get in trouble.
Precisely.
Not get in trouble? Get to eat people?
Yes.
Auriella just looks at Vryroth and says,
I knew it'd be a good idea to follow you.
I'm tempted to actually screech like my character would, but it is like 10 p.m. right now, and I don't think my neighbors would appreciate that. So I'm not going to.
you can just give us a demonstration tomorrow.
So we're just gonna say that he screeches again as he says that. This time in like a victory, I guess.
Wait, so like a
Screeches like an eagle.
almost like a victorious this was a
Yeah.
good idea thing?
Yeah.
Alright then. You would be paid for your work and given boarding, as well as food, hunt, and places to conduct research.
Research. Would,
He just nods and looks almost expectantly at you.
would we be able to have supplies for said research?
Oh, naturally. How could I keep my vassals held back by the material restraints of research and knowledge?
Well, I for one think this sounds like a wonderful idea.
And Auriella just pridefully and confidently walks up to Count Stig and puts out her hand, ready for a handshake.
He smirks and accepts the handshake. A firm grasp. And he smiles. It is just as I expected of you, young one. But the rest of you,
For me, as long as it means that I will be able to test my newly found knowledge of
the
the arts of medicine. If I'm able to put it into practice, I would be excited to assist any way possible.
He offers his hand for a handshake towards Akvir as well.
Firmly grasp his hand and shake. And giving a nod saying, well, pleasure to be doing business with you.
Good to see you're not as stupid as Screechy McMossy Cobble over there.
Yes, he is an interesting fellow, isn't he?
I'm sorry, just the nicknames are so getting to me. Oh, that's just great. The Count then turns to Mossy Cobble and says, "You would have your choice of hunt target today, if you accept."
I am famished. Don't offer him a handshake. He's not gonna know what to do with that.
He just nods towards you and says, "I will have your meal prepared soon." And then he turns towards Eska. "Well then, you will be under some restrictions in your duties. Only because I don't want all of my town being killed." He offers his hand towards Eska. "Then I guess we have a deal."
Come on, lady. Look, think about it this way. You'll be able to punish far more people if you're working for the local authority than against the local authority.
Then I guess this means I could help watch out for this clumsy vampire here.
Keep him on a short leash.
Can do.
The Count just glares and states, "Well, my apologies." Oh, don't give me that look. I've been around for far too long to care about these things. And he just snaps his fingers, and a servant comes running from the darkness from outside of the party's view. Very old, by the way. Like, at least a few centuries.
Alright, I'm assuming I can't eat him too then.
The servant,
Yeah, is he also a vampire?
he is
Or
not a
undead
vampire,
or whatever
but
equivalent?
he is not a vampire or undead, but you don't want to eat him.
Yeah, he looks disgusting, doesn't he?
I mean, he looks quite well dressed, in fact.
Do you think my character cares about dress? He cares
I
about the
mean-
meat on the bones.
He looks more bone than meat.
Alright, forget it. I'm not gonna eat a skeleton.
He's not a skeleton per
I know,
se,
but come
but
on. Just look at him.
there are no tough bits on him, though, so
Yeah, whatever.
the Count just requests his servant to fetch a prisoner. And after a moment, the servant disappears and returns with a very well-built but untrustworthy looking person. He looks quite delectable.
Ooh, is our first assignment to teach this one here how to obey the law, perhaps?
Oh my dear, he is far beyond that. And the Count just walks up to him and forces a palm against his back, forcing him onto his knees without any effort. He is far beyond that lesson.
What is the crimes that this man has done?
Attempted murder, arson, disrupting of the peace, all because he thought a vampire was unfit to lead. The Count just backs away from the prisoner so that he's left in the open. Is all yours, my friend.
Is he talking to me?
Hey, big
Yeah.
guy, I think this is your dinner.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna... Is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Perfect. I'm just gonna start disemboweling this guy.
Yep, okay then. The Count just seems unflinching.
Auriella looks away.
I stand there watching with my knowledge of anatomy. I'm used to seeing this.
I'm just digging in. Also, I should have mentioned
now,
this.
he looks famished.
I should have mentioned this earlier. My character, he's like the normal stone color, but if you look at his fingers and his jaw, they are stained they're stained with blood always. The blood is the stone around the stone that forms his talons and his beak has already been completely stained with blood.
Now, I guess you're all wondering what your assignment is, to begin with.
Oh, yes, I'm very curious. Although, I think maybe we should go somewhere a bit less munchy, do you think? I'm not quite used to seeing people get ripped apart. I'm more used to seeing them blow apart.
Puny girl won't stand one day in the world of Maul.
May be true, but I don't intend to be a part of your world.
The Count just nods and guides his hand to a room off to the other side of the entryway. The door is open and it looks like a small meeting room, almost like a study. We will have the discussion in there. He just gracefully enters the room and sits behind a desk, motioning for you all to follow.